All right, everyone, we've made it through week 7 here of high school football. We're basically past the halfway point. We had some surprises, some not so upsets, but we're going to look ahead now to week 8. And we got a big matchup to look out for. The Cuero Gobblers versus the Sinton Pirates. And both of these teams, they head into this game on winning ways, right? Cuero is 5-2 this season, while the Sinton Pirates, they're out of Corpus, are 6-0 right now. And they've scored, at least for the Pirates, over 20 points in each of their games they played this season. So they look very impressive. And they're one of the top offenses and top ranked there here in 4A. So this will be a challenge for Cuero. And they're hoping to get their offense going. They did lose against star quarterback Jackson Marie earlier in the year, and they've had to try to find a way to get that offense going again. And one of the players that's kind of been consistent, though, is wide receiver Walker Dietz. And he's been a factor throughout the entire year. Had 2 touchdown catches last week's game. And so this one, I think, is going to go back and forth. We'll see how this one goes here. I go down to the wire here coming up this week. And now this leads us here to our viewer poll, where again I asked everyone, out of all these 3 of these players right now, who you thought was the impact player of last week there in week 7. And here are the options: Refugio's Jordan King, Cuero wide receiver Walker Dietz, or Yoakum quarterback Trey Cuellar. Here's what people chose. Looks like it's a battle right now between Walker Dietz and Trey Cuellar right now, either from Yoakum for Cuellar and then Dietz from Cuero. So see who gets it here. I mean, we've had these people on our viewer poll a couple of times. They've been outstanding athletes there on the football field. So we'll see how it changes up here going into the 10 o'clock show. Now, from our viewer poll to Dave Campbell's Texas High School rankings here for, every week we like to showcase what's happening here in the high school ranks. And here's what we got here from our area here in the top 10. In 4A, we got El Campo Ricebirds. They're ranked at number 5 right now. And you got in 3A Division 1, the Edna Cowboys are number 4. Goliad is at number 8 right now. And then right now staying the same there in 2A Division 1, Refugio is still at number 2. Ganado is at number 3. And then again, you look at it below, 2A Division 2, Shiner there gets in there at number 10 right now for the Shiner Comanches. There, they get to play at home versus Fall City this week. Now again, we just talked about high school rankings, but we're on a college football rankings here. There was a complete different type of change here from again here in this week. And here's what we got. Texas still stays atop at number 1, but the Oregon Ducks, they moved to number 2 after they beat Ohio State. Man, that was a tough loss for sure for my Buckeyes there. They dropped down to number 4. But then you look at the other top 5. Penn State there is actually there at number 3. Georgia is at number 5. Miami, Florida is at number 6. Alabama's at 7. LSU jumps up 5 spots here in the poll outside the top 10 at number 13, now at number 8. Iowa State's at number 9, and then Clemson is at number 10. We got some big matchups here in college football. Georgia goes to Texas this week, and Alabama, they travel to Tennessee. So that could probably shake up the top 10 going into this week. And to end the show here tonight, even though the Detroit Lions, they beat up the Dallas Cowboys yesterday 47-9, they did lose one of their star players in defensive end Aiden Hutchinson as he was carted off the field after injuring his leg in yesterday's game. Hutchinson, again, was the leader on the team for the Lions in sacks, tackles for loss, and just an all-around defense there for Aiden Hutchinson. This is a huge loss for the Lions, and they right now are currently in 2nd place in the NFC North at 4-1, while the Vikings still undefeated there at 5-0, leading the NFC North. That's going to do it here in sports. Shauna, back